Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of Trying to Win at Chess. This is episode 15 in the series in which we are playing rapid games, trying our hardest, our darndest, to win at chess. So without further ado, let's get into it. Against Gustavo. I don't know why I said it with an accent. We have the white pieces. We get a Sicilian. A lot of people in this level, especially in rapid, do like to play the Alpin against me when I play the Sicilian. More often than not. Which I don't necessarily have any problem with. However, it's weird because I'm not necessarily familiar with it myself. Okay. I think I'll keep it simple. Get our pieces out and develop our pieces. We get b6. Doesn't seem entirely accurate. Then we'll go bishop. Yeah, bishop c4 seems like the move here. And the short castles. Let me see, but now with allowing me to advance, he doesn't really gain anything, and all of a sudden he's quite honestly probably losing a lot more. I'm gonna play knight d2. I'm gonna play queen, and I think I still castle short, only because I think it's better to castle short here. And he's played knight e7, so yeah. I could castle long though. I mean, it's not really much of a issue currently. Can go back and go here. I think I'll go back. Because now trading off in the center has kind of really made it to where I can castle long. I'll take. It takes. Now all in all, we've traded off 2 pawns and 2 pieces. And he essentially doesn't have much of a threat, if any. Now we await a move. Castle. I can check. I can go here. Mm-hmm. Now here's gonna be very interesting. Does he go for a repetition? Not only will it show us that player he is, but it also shows what plan or lack thereof, I should say, that he had. I don't like none of those moves. I really don't like G4. I think I'm gonna play it though. Hmm. See, that's why I didn't want to play it. Because now, what did I gain? Fucking nothing. I can't trade off. If I trade off, then I have nothing. Maybe I double stack here. Yeah, just a draw. It's quite actually no real threat. And I can't go here. I hang. Hmm. I mean, I could because of this, but then what's happening? Nothing. Nothing is happening. Which means I probably should do this. It's not like it's like directly losing, but it's certainly not winning. Even now, it's certainly not winning. Hmm. Mm, mm. That was a mistake. Possibly not with that move, because there's so many checks actual. Yeah, he actually blundered. I think he got a little bit antsy and nervous, and if anything, just ran out of ideas. That's not a bad move to like maintain some of the integrity he has left. Unfortunately, it's gonna be very, very hard. Oh wait, I shouldn't have did that. That's a free piece. And he resigns. That was a very good game. Very tough game. Very, 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 very tough game. To the point where even when I traded into that end game, I was not sure. But then we get a pretty standard like trade off, and then we get a slight repetition. And here's when I knew, for one, it was going to be a draw probably, unless he blundered, and or I'm gonna have to try to use my clock. Not only use my clock, but use the kind of tempo advantage that I still maintain by being the first one to play a move. Obviously, been playing with white, and that's really about what it came down to. You know, kind of contained his king side advancement more than he could contain ours eventually. And even with this being, with this seeming like it kind of was a blunder, really wasn't, because ends up happening, he blunders the rook right back and pretty much has almost made it here. It was a very, very tough game. Very tough game. Very precise game. But yeah, it was fun. So let's get into the game too. We have e4 against Lawlor. I'm assuming that's what that is, or what that's supposed to be. Interesting enough. I think I'm gonna go d6 here. Go for my standard dragon setup. I'm never worried about this. And g6. I mean, that would be a fair move if I didn't have this. Really? The question is, why is that a threat? And why did you play that move? And now he blunders. Unless he wanted to just sack. But that was just horrible. It would be horrible if his plan was to sack. Are you serious? Yeah, get a grip. Obviously can't do that. Let's do that. That's not particularly threatening because now this comes on the board. Even without the rook being sniped on the diagonal, I'm up a pawn. This is not where you want to be. This is not the room you want to be. Your bishop has to go back to. Yeah. There's a lot of issues. There's actually a lot of issues already. Starting with the fact that now you just blocked your bishop. I could even do something like this, which probably wasn't even a good move. I'm really trying to stress the issue. I probably should have. D4 probably was objectively better. D4 is actually definitely objectively better. Yeah. To the point where I'm not sure why I didn't play that move. I mean, I literally just blunder a pawn right back. Mm. That was good on him. Waiting to move. I mean, obviously, it's not like lose or anything for me. It's just not particularly. See, that's another free pawn, and he misses the check. I think I should take because I still have the check. See, now, like, here I can check. He has to go back. Now, I think I take. And then I take. It might seem like I'm getting mated. Then I go here. I'm fine. Or not here, but you get the point. I could even go here. Well, since he takes like that. Oh, actually, he had to take like that. Otherwise, he loses the pawn. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, him taking like that affords me a couple of things. One, I can do that. Just fully safeguard the king. I am up a pawn, so there's no need to rush. As long as I don't allow any mating ideas, which is pretty much all but dispelled now, should be fine. I'm going to check. I also had check. Or check. I still have check. Take. And I'll check. Then I'll check. And then I'll check. I'm up a pawn here. Alright. Let's not. We'll wait to move. I think here I'm probably gonna start trading off, but I think it's a little early to start trading off. Okay, now he does that. I'm not sure. Now he's almost desperate. Definitely desperate. Oh, I blundered. What in the blunder was that? Oh, I'm not looking. Inexcusable. I have nothing. I'm gonna resign. What was that? What was it? What was Queen H1? Mm-hmm. Hmm. I should have played knight. Oh, what am I thinking? Completely wrong move order. I see you. Hmm. That was definitely a mistake. But I say it seemed like I was about to win the exchange, but I really wasn't. Now I gotta be careful. Now I gotta be smart. Now I gotta be darn near perfect. I don't think putting her in a diagonal would be smart though. Oh, I'm getting forked. Wow, what the hell? Well, there goes all of that potential out the window. Up until he tried, well, he found that move, which is annoying. So fucking annoying. Because now I don't even think, should I play for that? I'm down 4 pieces of material. I can't play for that. Waiting to move. I was able to somewhat salvage it, chat. Somewhat, I was able to salvage it. But he certainly is not making it easy for me. That was a fair move by him. Not sure if I have anything now. Actually, I got a lot. I got a lot actually. If I lock it over here and I just push P, I may have something. It's gonna be very, 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 very hard for him to one stop my pawns, for him to secondly attack him, especially now with them all being on light squares. Especially now with the fact that he has to attack it with his light square bishop. So I'm gonna draw my bishop back. And just get the rook behind the pawn and let's go. Yeah. What's even more upsetting about this all is that he blocks in his piece. Okay, let me make sure I'm not blundering anything. He can't go there. If he goes there, I just go up. Should I do that? Maybe I should. I know he's going to try and take. Make sure there's no checks. Okay, none of that bullshit. I'm going to wait as long as possible to really put this so I could just push the P. Because if I could just push the P, then I could just push the P. You know? And chat, if you can push B, you can push B. Like here, for example. No, that wouldn't be it. Could check, but what does that do? Well, YP pose is infinitely harder to stop now. Even well, it's not really YP. It's more of a. But two pass pawns is a lot harder to stop. It just is. Couldn't stop it all. I stopped your pawn. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. I start pushing the pawns. No, I'm stop. You're not fucking around. Let me actually lock in so I can make sure this happens how it needs to. Mm-hmm. No, if I go here, that happens. If I go there, I don't really like going there. But I think I go there. Poor little horsey. There's no checks, GG's. Um, ouch. Can't save them both. Ouch. Ouch. Should be pretty simple to convert here. Yep, and he resigns. GG's to my opponent. Kind of a boring game. I don't really have much to analyze with that one. It was good though. It's not a bad game. Okay, e4, e5. The Petrov. We get to this Petrov quite often. Let's see if he knows it. He does. It's actually really good. As long as he knows he can't take the pawn, he's mostly fine. If he sacks to win that pawn, I mean, that's up to him. Genuinely. I'm going to just say it like that. Because he would have to sack this knight. For the win the pawn back, chat. That's just down to 3 pieces of material, or 3 points of material. You just can't do that. Probably should have traded. Although he's not, he's far from safe here, actually. He's darn near very close to losing the game if he doesn't find the right move. Which is and isn't to be expected when you're down pawn, but it is only 1 pawn. However, it's the Petrov. It's kind of the problem. When you're paying the Petrov, it's an entirely different discussion. Now he obviously goes for the Petrov, but see now I have different threats, and now I have unstoppable threats, and now the threats are going to start piling up, and that's not a good move. You can't move your knight because you lose your bishop. GG's. At least I hope that's not what your plan was. And your queen's still under attack. So if you try to attack me with your queen, you lose your queen. So you're actually just pretty much lost here already, because now you still have this threat that you haven't covered for it. I actually don't know how you cover for it. So he wins his pawn back, but is it worth it? That's about to be the question. And we're probably going to get an answer very, very soon. Because he either loses the rook or he loses the queen trying to save the rook, which he's not going to do. And if he moves at all, his knight at all, he loses. Not only would he just lose the bishop if I wanted to take with the king, he would lose his queen because the queen is under attack still. So he's pretty much lost here because he thought he knew something about the Petrov that he realistically, I don't think he did. Because realistically, I don't see what move he can use to save the position, because queen is under attack while this pawn is already weak. That's kind of the detriment now, is the fact that the pawn is weak and the queen's under attack. And once he loses the queen, he's probably going to, by extension, lose either one of these two pieces, if not possibly both of them, trying to save one or the other. And there it is. Oh, no, it's a double check. That's actually really good by him. Take. Oh, wait. Well, he can't take. Yeah. That's actually not. It was actually still a horrible move, but it was actually pretty smart to see that as a double check. But it's still a horrible move because, yeah, he messes up. He actually just. I actually don't think he has any way to genuinely like save the game, because he's down so much material. He's down. He doesn't have realistically any piece play. Right. You can't go here because I just take. I'm guarding two different ways. And your knight's still hanging. And your queen's hanging. Even if my queen's hanging, your queen's hanging. He checks again. But see, now, don't I just have this still? And I still just take? And you still lose this if you try to take. And then if you move back or you move anywhere else, yeah. Oh, no, he can do that. That was actually pretty good by him. Do have to be mindful. Do have to try not to get myself mated here. It's not as easy as it initially seems, or may seem. But he's also gonna have a very hard time trying to mate me. It's not very easy to do it. See, now we have to find the winning ideas. That's what's gonna be the difference. And it definitely wasn't that. Gosh, I don't know what I was thinking with that move. not particularly worried about that. Now that move both was and was not just kind of pointless. Yeah. This is so scary. This is undeniably scary. Oh, he finds the idea. I don't have anything now. I have nothing. Oh. I mean, that was a complete misstep. The moment I messed this up, I played this wrong. I should have just played after here. Should have just did this. Because if something like this happens, oh well, nah, I shouldn't have did that actually. Probably should have did like this. Only reason I didn't want to do that is because of we get this drawn out end game. It's super dry. It's super boring. And we've won a couple of them, Chad, but that doesn't mean I want to keep playing it. Playing back against Gara. Any way to move? Totally nothing auspicious about any of the time usage at all so far. I wasn't saying that ironically, Chad. I'm being serious. huh. That didn't seem like a good move. That probably, for all intents and purposes, was not a good move. Everything hanging. The whole 9 yards is hanging right now, chat. And I don't think there's quite anything, honestly, anything you can do about it, especially considering how much of it was hanging. And I mean, all in all, it's kind of it's more than just an unfortunate way. I mean, it's downright awful to lose a game like this. Hmm. I was about to say I gotta look out for that guy, but that simply was good enough to send that game the game home. So I don't think I need to look out for this guy at all. Mm-hmm. Uh. No, what am I doing? I can't believe I've blundered this. I almost want to throw up in my mouth how bad this blunder that was. Fuck. It's actually not as simple as I initially thought it was on my end. I'm going to try to save this check for as long as I possibly can. Or even to where I don't have to use it now. Possibly. Oh, that was a slight blunder. Hmm. This is so delicate. He's gonna flag, which is unfortunate, but it is the truth. He's gonna flag. He didn't have it. He didn't figure it out in time. And it's a gosh, is it an unfortunate way to lose? But it's the case nonetheless. Yeah, I got too much time, and he just gives up his piece, and that'll do it. Mm, hmm. Really. Hmm. Um, you can't go that way, right? Can't go that way. You can't go that way. You're about to run out of moves. Yeah, yeah. I think he stopped. He started realizing it. Like, oh wait, I can't go that way. Yeah, my dog. I don't know what to tell you. I think I go here to further cut him off. Yeah. And then I can go. Pretty sure I can go here. Shouldn't be. This should not be a stalemate. Okay. And then this is a stalemate. That's not a stalemate. Oh wait, how do I do this and not let him out? Oh, he's gonna flag. He's about to. Yeah, he's about to flag. What's the ladder? It's got to be. He's gonna flag. I was trying to figure it out, chat, but he flags himself. So, well, or he gets flagged. I think we play one more to try to solidify 800 for tonight. See if we can't do that. You get a very speedy card con. Weird exchange card con, by the way. I do not. I do not recall playing this variation ever. Like ever at all. Um. Hmm. Fairly interesting move, if you ask me. I know exactly the idea, chat. We are about to rush the shit out of the P of this board. Just about as good of a plan you'll have. And he loses instantly. GG's. Wow. That was like lightning round. How to lose your game? Lightning round. Um. Yeah. Someone rook. Go here. Just so it ain't no funny business. Brutal. Mm-mm. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. GG's. Well, chat, that is going to do it. That was a pretty quick game. I mean, yeah. We got a weird card con exchange. He didn't know what to do with his queen. I clearly knew what to do with my queen, and it eventually paid dividends because he literally gets his queen trapped and loses the game, loses all his pieces. I actually don't know why here. Probably could check. I know because of that. I mean, that's still hanging and all, but then something like this happens. So I guess it would be like this, and then maybe like this, and then you do this. So it'll be the same thing. He's saying queen versus a rook, and good luck. Good luck winning that game. Good luck not hanging a rook and winning that game. Um, so yeah, chat. That's gonna do it for trying to win the chess episode 15. Chat, 15 episodes. I never thought. For one, I never thought I'd really be creating content like this. Like I always had this dream, but I never imagined that I would even be here. Like I mean, genuinely. I mean, I'm extremely grateful, chat, and yeah. Other than that, hope you all take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, take care.